Can I boot it?
Today on Driving Television, we're letting 4 average drivers take 4 of the new, clean diesels out for a test drive.
I'm going to put it in sport mode and see what kind of power we get.
We'll find out if a diesel vehicle is something they would consider buying.
Wow, it's nice and quiet to drive.
What they think of each vehicle.
First thing I noticed, the steering's a little heavier than mine.
And what fuel consumption they're able to achieve.
I'm really interested in the efficiency of these new diesel engines. You know, I drive with my right foot to the floor all the time.
One of the biggest factors for potential buyers is how much money they'll save on fuel. So let's see how our testers did with their fuel mileage.
The Volkswagen Jetta TDI was able to achieve 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers or 39 miles per gallon in mixed city and highway driving. And the posted fuel rating is 6.8 liters per 100 kilometers in city driving or 41 miles per gallon. Our test driver was able to get very close to the city fuel rating, which is pretty impressive.
The Mercedes-Benz ML320 BlueTEC averaged 12.3 liters per 100 kilometers or 23 miles per gallon in real-world driving. Our test driver used the vehicle for mostly city driving, and the posted city rating is 11.8 or 24 miles per gallon. Once again, that's very close to the posted rating.
The BMW X5 diesel produced real-world fuel consumption of 11.7 liters per 100 kilometers or 24 miles per gallon in mostly city driving. The posted fuel rating in the city is 10.7 liters or 26 miles per gallon. Once again, very close.
The BMW 335d used 10.1 liters per 100K or 28 miles per gallon in mixed city and highway driving, compared to the posted fuel rating of 8.5 liters per 100K or 33 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving. The BMW has the most power, and maybe the huge torque was just so intoxicating, our test driver just kept his foot firmly on the accelerator.
Our test drivers have had their vehicle for a week.
So let's find out what the drivers think of their vehicles.
This car is a beast. It's a monster. This is not your grandmother's diesel. This is not even a diesel. It is, but it drives like a V8. It's got so much torque. You know, the only thing that I wish this car had was all-wheel drive, because you'll roast those tires off pretty quick.
I was really surprised by this diesel version. It was smooth and it was quiet. And I used to drive a V8 X5, which had a lot of power. I found the power on this vehicle was excellent. It was a little bit sluggish in drive off the start, but if I drove it in sport mode, it really flew, and I was really impressed with it.
I found that the fuel economy is almost double than what I would get from my Hemi. My experience with the ML320 was that the seats were very comfortable. The transmission was silky smooth. The 7-speed transmission was wonderful. The cargo space was probably more than my Grand Cherokee. My family really liked it, especially my daughter. She found out that it's better for the environment driving a BlueTEC diesel.
My first impression of this diesel is how similar it is to my 2008 gas model, Jetta. I thought there would be some definite differences, but they're just, with the power and the fact that they're quiet running now, from the interior to the way it handles on the road, it's identical. You really can't tell the difference in my eyes.
Well, it seems like our test drivers enjoyed driving their vehicles, even though they had a little bit of apprehension surrounding diesel going in. The big question is,
would they consider buying a diesel?
I would definitely consider buying a diesel. My biggest concerns going in were the noise and the power of the car. And it definitely has the power and is very quiet. So for the benefit of better fuel efficiency, I would definitely buy a diesel now.
I'd probably consider buying a diesel as long as the price was competitive to a regular gas engine. The concerns I had were that it wouldn't have enough acceleration merging onto the freeway, and I was pleasantly surprised. Also found that the 7-speed automatic transmission was really effective.
If I was in the market for an X5, absolutely I would buy this in a diesel version. I feel the way the economy is now and how we're really conscious about the environment, it's really the way to go for me and my family.
I like this car.
Would I consider buying a diesel? For sure, especially a 335 diesel. This thing it's a rocket. It's a sports car. The only thing that bothers me a little bit, I could get used to it though, is the sound. You know, it should have a nice, whine, nice pitch, but it's more of a roar. But it's a lot of fun.